It just means you're doing the right thing and you're just doing the right thing.
Staying true to what God intends.
Be the kind of person that, well, I'll never deserve to be in His presence, but the kind of person that gets to be in His presence. It's the pure in heart who see God.
He loves me. He loves me too.
Sort of acting on the outside the way we are on the inside. Being God's girl, just in every aspect of our lives.
Keeping your relationship with God and boys together instead of separate.
I would say that pure in heart reminds me of someone who is always focused on God, who knows that they're going to fall, but knows that God is always going to hold them up and keeps that focus no matter what.
Think of something that is untouched or like unblemished, like snow when it first falls.
Snow. Paper. White.
Like clean, like being pure-hearted, I guess, and not having any sin.
Purity ring.
I think of purity, which reminds me of milk.
The purity of Christ.
The way we're supposed to be.
Being clean, not having anything wrong with you. Kind of like a little kid almost, just not having any negative or arrogant thoughts, or just being a nice person.
Hang on, let us get by.
A child.
Innocence.
Unstained, unspotted, a pure life. What does it say? Visits widows and orphans in their affliction and keeps themselves unspotted from the world.
Realizing the reasons that you love God and realizing that your reasons for loving God are different than other people's reasons for loving Him.
And having your own relationship with God, not just praying and going to church and not having your relationship, but like actually talking to Him and having Him as your best friend.
See God, see God. Oh, that's a good question. See God. Do you see Him everywhere you look? Do you see Him in your everyday life? Do you see Him when something great happens in your life? Do you see Him when something not so great happens in your life? Do you see God everywhere?
I want to see His face. I want to live so that I see Him. I will someday, and I'm very excited about that.
Maybe see God in everything we do. The good stuff, the bad stuff, the fun stuff, the mundane stuff. Not just when we're praising, but when we're doing everything. See God in all the little things.
When I think of seeing God, I think of where I see His presence, whether it's in people or whether it's in nature, or whether it's in things that happen. I try to find where I can see His hand moving, or where I can see His love.
See Him by knowing Him.
You see God when you look for Him.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall
see God.
see God.
See God.